Fox 61 News at 5 starts now.
Now at 5, a state trooper on administrative duty after being charged with assault. What we're learning about the suspect.
We need Democratic leaders who rely on science.
Republican candidate for governor Bob Stefanowski faces backlash from state Democrats. We'll look at how he's responding tonight.
Many have lost a lot in the last couple of years. We want to help them be able to move forward.
Keeping COVID out of the classroom. Health officials announcing their guidance as kids get ready to head back to school. What parents need to know.
And dealing with drought, a look tonight on how one water company is helping communities in need of that water.
Good evening and thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Brent Hart.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. A state trooper is on administrative duty after being charged with assault.
He appeared in court today in Rockville, which is where we find Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner now. DeAndrea, what happened today?
Well, you guys, he is the third state trooper in the last week that is now under investigation. Trooper Jamie Solis walked out of the Rockville Superior Court with a protective order against him.
Mr. Solis, I'm going to issue you a protective order, sir. If you have any firearms or ammunition, you need to surrender and transfer them within 48 hours to the local police. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
He was arrested on Monday and charged with assault, disorderly conduct, and risk of injuries to a child. He's not the first trooper to be under investigation in the last week. The first happening on July 27th when a state police sergeant was suspended after being involved in a car crash with a police cruiser. And on the same day, a state trooper was suspended pending an investigation of sexual assault allegations against him. Vernon police say that Solis hit the victim, leaving them with a head injury. They also say that he hit the victim in front of a child, but the child is okay.
The children aren't involved in this, so if you have a friend or relative that can call, you can see your children, all right?
And although he posted bond with the protective order, he now must find another place to stay.
Stay away from the home of the protected party and wherever that party shall reside, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Sorry, y'all.
And also, we reached out to the Connecticut State Police to see if they had any comment on their ongoing investigations, but they did tell us because the investigations are ongoing, they do not have a comment. And his next court appearance will be August the 15th. In Rockville, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.
All right, DeAndrea, thank you. To the weather now, and the heat has arrived. It's a pretty good day to head to the beach today. A lot of the lucky ones out at Southview Beach in Old Lyme this afternoon doing what they could to beat the heat. That looks better than what I tried.
Yeah.
I was painting out in the hot sun. That didn't work really.
Yeah, not quite as refreshing as being out on a kayak, is it? Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank tracking the temperatures for us. Hi, Rachel.
Hi. Yeah, today, day one of our heat wave. It looks like this one is going to last about 4 days. Tomorrow will be similar, up around 90 degrees. Not terribly humid, but Thursday and Friday are going to be next level with high temperatures in the mid to upper 90s and oppressive tropical humidity in place, making it feel like the triple digits. So put that in the back of your mind. If you have to do things outside, be like Brent, get it done today or tomorrow before the extreme stuff gets here. Now, most of the state is dry, but we are watching a few hit or miss showers or rumbles of thunder. And you can see some to the north of us right now, just north of Heartland, north of Granby here at the Notch. This one right now looks like it's mainly moving to the east, but we'll have to watch. It looks like it's building a little bit on the southern edge, could start to move into parts of Connecticut. Also just west of Kent and Sharon, some additional showers and rumbles of thunder. Nothing severe, but enough that you might have to step inside briefly if you're outdoors. A couple little sprinkles right now around Oxford and Southbury. So heading through the course of the next few hours, again, these will be really hit or miss in nature. Some towns could get a tropical downpour, but many will get little or nothing at all. So I wouldn't count on this to help water your lawn or garden. And then for Thursday and Friday, not for tomorrow, there's that heat advisory when it could feel like triple digits or even a little higher than that. Taking a look at the numbers right now, we're in the 80s to right around 90 degrees. Waterbury's at 79 just because a little shower passed through. Low temperatures tonight in the 60s, and it's another hot and moderately humid day tomorrow. We'll take a look at when this all comes to an end, your 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, the Connecticut Water Company, which serves 62 communities across the state, says the water systems in some of their communities are quickly approaching a drought watch, which is the 2nd of 4 levels in their drought response plan.
And one of those communities is Old Lyme, where summer renters have contributed to draining that water supply. Fox 61's Tony Tersey joins us live from Old Lyme with how the water company is addressing the issue. Tony.
Sarah, live here on Soundview Beach, and many of the folks who are in Old Lyme during the summer, and for that matter, many beach communities across the state, are renters. And if the water company is trying to get a message out about a drought that is in place, the only way they can do it is with yard signs, because the renters don't have phones in these homes here. They don't own them, so the company will soon be putting yard signs out about the drought. According to the Connecticut Water Company, the Old Lyme water shortage is not really a result of overusage of water outdoors.
In Soundview, it's clear to us from the demands that we've seen out there that the pandemic in that particular community is over.
And while renters have largely not yet gotten the message, the locals have.
Once I got that notification, I was really aware about how long I spent in the shower, or turning the water off when I was brushing my teeth, or not running the water when I was washing dishes.
During July, Connecticut Water had to send in 30 truckloads of H2O to meet the demand, including 19 tankers full during the 4th of July weekend alone.
For comparison, we didn't deliver any last year.
Joey, do you like playing with the hose? Yeah, but we can't do it as much, right? Do you know why? No, right? Because there's not enough rain.
Connecticut Water estimates it would take 4 to 6 inches of rain to stabilize the situation. So for now, they're relying on the public.
Our teams are meeting the challenges of the demand. But it's putting a strain on our resources for sure.
Beachfront businesses at Soundview are doing their part. Kokomo's is selling bottled water to conserve the tap water. And the next door Pavilion is using melted ice to water their plants and palm trees. And all are thankful to Connecticut Water.
Really good tasting water. We use it in our products, so it's important that we have a good supply, And Connecticut Water's been really good with that.
And Connecticut Water says that no matter where you live in the state, when you're in a drought situation like this, if you conserve personally, then that's always better for public health and public safety water needs. We're live here at Soundview in Old Lyme. Tony Tersey, Fox 61 News.
All right, thank you, Tony. Mosquitoes in Greenwich test positive for West Nile virus. Officials say mosquitoes trapped near the Eastern Greenwich Civic Center tested positive. The virus was also recently found in mosquitoes in Darien, Fairfield, Hartford, New Haven, Stamford, Stratford, and Westport. There have been no human cases reported this year.
State education leaders and public health officials are rolling out COVID-19 back-to-school guidance for the upcoming school year.
Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is in Hartford with more on what parents and teachers need to know.
The message for this upcoming school year is we've come a long way, and that's from state education officials who say this school year is going to be vastly different than last school year, starting with more relaxed COVID protocols. Public school officials joining together to announce the 2022-2023 school guidance called Launching into Healthy Learning, focused on keeping students learning inside the classroom during the first school year, where every school-age child is now eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine.
If you are a parent and you have not vaccinated your child yet, please take this opportunity to get them vaccinated. It is going to be the #1 way that we can keep children in school and prevent further outbreaks.
What's different this school year? Last year, COVID-19 community levels were used to gauge community spread and was a factor in schools' decision-making. This year, schools will look at the hospital staffing rates and the amount of patients in the hospitals as the new marker. When that level is in the orange risk level, like it is now in New Haven County, indoor masking is recommended. Also, this school year, schools can choose to implement a test, mask, and go policy. If a student has COVID-like symptoms like a runny nose or cough, but tests negative for the virus, it's recommended they go to school with a mask on. The state's public health commissioner, Manitha Juthani, says being in school in person is the most important thing for students' well-being.
Many have lost a lot in the last couple of years. We want to help them be able to move forward.
Health officials say they will continue to follow CDC guidelines when it comes to testing positive for COVID. Right now, if you test positive, it's a 5-day isolation and then a 5-day masking period. In Hartford, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61 News.
Also on parents' minds as we head back to school, monkeypox, and we spoke with Dr. Hussein with Hartford Healthcare about what parents need to know.
Get your child up to date with vaccination. That's the most important tool in our toolbox right now as children start getting ready to go back to school. Second thing is also look at the community transmission level where you live. CDC has a low, medium, and high risk community transmission level, which will help determine what additional precautions you need to take.
There are currently 35 monkeypox cases here in Connecticut.
Well, police responded to lake compounds this morning for a reported bomb threat. Security at the park received pictures of a bomb threat made on social media. Police were able to very quickly locate a suspect and determine the threat was not credible and that there was no danger to the public. An increased police presence remained in the area as a precaution.
Well, a man is dead and 2 others are in the hospital after being shot in Hartford. Officers responded to the area of Brook and Winter Street just before 11 last night. The victim has been identified as 23-year-old Brian Evans of Hartford. One hospitalized victim is in critical condition, the other in stable condition. Police say this is not a random shooting. They say they found the suspect's vehicle in Windsor overnight and it was on fire. Anyone with any information should contact police.